Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and this is going to be another review video for you guys. And I actually promised my good friend the Cryptic Cinema this review after I finally watched it because he was very interested in this film. And It's a Mondo Macabre release of the film called Alucarda, which is a Spanish or Mexican film from the 70s, 1977. And I would say this is I think this might be the only way to get this film. I'm not really sure because it seems to be quite rare. Well, now to the film itself. It's basically, we start off the film with this character Alucarda that is just a small little baby. She's born in some weird looking crypt, and her mother eventually dies from some unnatural causes, you could say. And after that, we cut to like what can it be, like 16 or 17 years. I'm not too sure how long time it's supposed to be through that sequence and the next in this film or the beginning, but another girl arrives at this old town that she like pretty much her hometown, and she realizes her parents have both died, and all of a sudden she befriends Alucarda, who shares like a not shares, but Alucarda has a very strong interest in the macabre and the satanic things in general, I would say, and that kind of frightens this girl Justine. I think that was Justine who was her name. Yeah. Of course, it doesn't say on the back, but I mean, I think Justine was her name. So it's basically uh, they basically have this like chapel thing or like a school thing for nuns and stuff, and of course they get into trouble, and we don't really know for sure after a while. That it feels like Alucarda might be an imaginary friend, but it just doesn't come across like that for me personally. So maybe that's just up to the viewer, so to say. And also, I mean, that's the. I'm just gonna leave it at that when it comes to the storyline because I don't want to spoil the film for you. Um, and I would say overall, what I thought about this film, this is such an amazing, awesome type film, and might have been very controversial when it came out. I mean, I have a hard feeling to understand if I don't think this would have been made in the U.S. I could say. Um, and I mean, the storyline is really interesting. It has some sleaze here and there, and overall, I was expecting this to be super gory and super bloody and stuff like that. But I mean, the thing is, it gets more and more intense the longer into the film you get. So it sort of has a slow kind of pace in the beginning, and again, it gets more and more crazy by the minute. And I really enjoy that. And yeah, the blood and gore effects are really amazing and spectacular. And towards the end, you're like, whoa, this is going crazy. So yeah, it's a really well made film, especially for 1977 and from a Mexican film. Now, I think it's quite interesting as well is that um, the director of this, who is called Juan Lopez Moctezuma, who I also assume might be the same type of name as Montezuma or something, because I know some history from this, and apparently I think this is how it is, but the old Aztec lord or whatever, the king of the Aztec people back in like, I don't really know how old that is, but it's a really old story, and that leader was called Montezuma or Moctezuma. So apparently the director of this was a long like distant relative to this Aztec warrior or this Aztec leader, which I found to be really interesting. Now to the film itself, we'll go back to that. The acting is okay. I think it's. I mean, it's really hard to discuss the acting since some of the dialogue I believe is like dubbed into English because some of the actors probably didn't know English to begin with. But I mean, it doesn't bother me too much because I've seen so many like Italian films by this point that has a dub to it, and I find it more charming now than irritating. So, and I would say the Alucarda, the girl who plays Alucarda, did an amazing job. She was my favorite actress in the film, and I would also say that the soundtrack is really soothing and really creepy as well, and there was something else I was supposed to say, but I can't remember it right now. But great film if you like 70s weirdness or like 70s like devil type things in general. Check this one out. Really great. Now I also wanted to say this because the guy who directed this was very clever, because if you take Alucarda backwards, it translates to, or like it says, a Dracula. So of course it's sort of like a nod to the Dracula story in a way. So, but yeah, this is a really entertaining one. So I would give this an 8 out of 10. Really, I mean, I love the cover art as well with the Alucarda character on the front cover, or like the girl playing Alucarda. So yeah. Yeah, that's my review for Alucarda. Hope you enjoyed this video, and keep your eyes open for the next video. The next video is probably going to be the top 5 of the month for the month of February, I assume. Yeah, and I'm also thinking of making some new top 10 lists as well, because it was a while since I made some of those. So might be a director, or might be an actor, or like some other top list. So well, we'll see how that goes eventually. But yeah, keep your eyes open for the next video, and see you next time. Bye bye.